Hello everyone, my name is DuoM2 and welcome back to another video. This one's going to be about CCAPM 2021, or Community Creative Pet Mod 2021. This was a format that was made by about 20 people in a Pokemon Showdown chat room over the span of 3 days. Long story short, the mod ended up being based around adding 2 types to the National Dex OU metagame, those being the Feral type and the Food type. If you don't know what those are, I'm going to have an overlay up on the right side of the screen throughout the rest of this video. In summary, the Feral type is a good offensive type that is super effective against a lot of things, but is also weak to a lot of things. It only has 1 resistance, but that 1 resistance is ground, which is amazing. The Food type is not as good, honestly. It's mostly attached to pretty bad Pokemon. It only resists fire and ice, which does compete a bit with water as a type, and it has a bit of a different set of weaknesses, which might make it distinguishable. It's also an okay offensive typing for neutral coverage, similar to what Ghost does. Now, because this is based on National Dex OU, I'm not going to go over all the Pokemon that are good, but instead the ones that are most improved from the type changes. Zeraora has the Feral type added to it, which gives it a new secondary stab. This is obviously great. It now is no longer weak to ground, and thanks to the move Tear Apart, which is basically a physical multi-hit acid spray, it now has something to fight back against the ground types that once completely stopped it. Last move slot goes between Close Combat and Knockoff, or you could maybe run something like Volt Switch or even Bulk Up there, although I'd imagine Bulk Up would be in place of Tear Apart. Staraptor is also very similar to how it was in the base format, although it gets Hyper Fang, which is now a universal Feral type move, which Zeraora also learns, if you didn't happen to see before. That is 90 base power. It's just about the same as it would be otherwise, so I'm not gonna go super in detail with this. Lycanroc Dusk has a modified Jaw Lock that is 120 base power, and despite the team builder not showing it, is also Feral type. It's already very difficult to switch into, and this kind of Pokemon is one that would benefit way more from trapping an opponent and the user than something like Dreadnought. Feral and fighting coverage is already difficult enough to wall, so you can run Crunch in place of Stone Edge, since Close Combat is stronger than Stone Edge anyways. Articuno Galar is up next, and honestly, this Pokemon is one that can be taken a lot of different ways. Its move pool is very good. The biggest difference in its move pool is Breakthrough, which is super effective against Steel, and that is normally one of Feral's worst matchups other than opposing Psychic types. This is amazing because of how commonplace the Steel type is. These last 2 move slots can really go to anything, but just for the sake of example, I put Shadow Ball to hit Psychic types and U-turn because pivoting is nice. It's no longer weak to rocks, so that's cool. For Food types, as I mentioned before, it's mostly attached to bad Pokemon, and so I only have 2 examples right now. Blissey is now a Food type. This really will not change too much, although I might be wrong on that as I do not have much experience with using special breakers that beat Blissey. It also might give it some physical Pokemon that it's capable of walling now. Alchemy is the last Pokemon I'd like to mention, and it might not even be good, but it's really interesting in this format. Thanks to Food's fire and ice resistances, and Fairy being the secondary type, this now makes for a great answer to Pokemon like Heatran and Kyurem, and maybe Volcarona, depending on how you're able to switch into it. It also has the move Whisk Away, which is basically Rapid Spin, and an ability called Scraps that heals it just a little bit every time it uses a Food type move. It's a pretty fun Pokemon, although it, once again, might not be the best. And with that out of the way, I have 3 battles lined up for you guys. Hope you all enjoy. Alright, so first up I'll be fighting against Earl, and I actually played some matches yesterday and recorded them, and unfortunately I had the mic off while doing that, so there goes an hour of my life, and some very good footage, unfortunately. But oh, he has Regieleki. Don't think that gets anything new, but Tsarina is a Food type, Necrozma is a Feral type. It's interesting he uses Necrozma here, since Earl has been a big advocate for Galarian Articuno. This looks like it probably is Screens, if I were to guess, because Tsarina gets what is basically a physical Quiver Dance. I guess I'll set my rocks. Yeah. Or, he doesn't threaten me that much. And he has Spin, so like, I don't see what his immediate answer to this would be. So I'll boost. The question is, do I boost again or do I go for rocks? Because I really don't want anything to get too far out of hand. He might explode here. I'm not... he'd probably preserve this. I don't think he'd explode here. Okay, well, never mind. I was wrong. That did a lot more than I thought it would. I don't know what item... Well, he's light clay, obviously. I don't know why I said that. But just thought Garchomp was a bit bulkier than that, I guess. So that Tsarina is most likely slower than me, so it resists ground, because it's a grass type. I'm sorry, you won't be able to see it because I have this overlay on the side, but I'm just looking at what all its new weaknesses are, since I'm not fully adjusted to the new type chart. That did a good chunk. I'd imagine you definitely have high jump kick. I guess Jirachi would be my best answer. I need to check if that outspeeds Aurora. I can't do the math in my head. So I'll just let it take whatever chip it needs. Yeah, Egg Bomb. That is a food type move in this game. And the overlay will probably also have moves, so... Right, so Zeraora should be able to kill it from this range. I would hope so, because I don't want to sack off my other fast mon. I'm probably throwing by doing this. Boy, I sure do love this game. Yikes. So it is... definitely food move because it's shown it, definitely grass move because it's shown the Z move. Either I bank on it not having a fighting type move, which it probably does, or I bank on grass move not killing. And the thing here is... Hey, what am I doing? I could've gone Jirachi. Yeah, I could've gone Jirachi and clicked U-turn, but I didn't think to do that, so I'll go for a Scald. Oh. Eye for an eye, I guess. Please burn. Sad. I'll just go Heatran, double back to Slowbro. Unless... Jirachi's probably safer, honestly. Okay, so... Yeah, that sucks. That miss was so bad. Because I have nothing to approach any of his offensive mons now. Except, like, Gyarados can't D-dance, or... Gyarados and Bisharp can't D-dance, or SD, without risking a Scald burn. But, like, what do I do about this? Don't think it deals with steals all that well, but it probably has something for this. I don't remember Necrozma's full typical moveset off the top of my head. Does it get Earth Power? I think it does. It does. Wonderful. So I have to pray he doesn't have that. Okay, he's just going for Meteor Beam again. Try going out to Alchemy. That did half. Wonderful. That is so rough, oh my god. Well, you win some, you lose some. It's just gonna happen. Earl's a better player than I am, so probably wouldn't have gone any different had I not hit that, or had I actually hit that, I'm sorry, but... Alright, so next up, I got a few... unusual choices for Pokemon, but Haxorus is my feral type and Blissey is my food type. I did not mention before, but I will try to have one of each on any given team I use today, and I also have Claydol, because it is immune to 3 really important types, because Psychic is immune to Feral, Levitate makes it immune to Ground, and Ground makes it immune to Electric, which is pretty cool. It should be pretty helpful against that Lycanroc, actually, so I'll be sure to keep it for that, and it also might do pretty well against Excadrill, so this might not even be a bad game for it. So, the question is, what does he lead here? I'm going to lead Gren, expecting the Gliscor, or that works too. It could very well be Sash. I unfortunately don't have Body Press on Corviknight, so that's not a good way to answer this. I am not sure if Water Shuriken will kill, which means it probably will not because it's 15 base power and it's a multi-hit move, so those never work. I'll just go Claydol here. Okay, yeah, so that leads me to believe he's not Sash. And so Appleton's a food type, I completely forgot about that, and that makes it not weak to my Ice Beam, so... Okay, so I can basically just teleport out into Mobile, I think. It's weak to Fairy because it's a dragon, and shouldn't have too much to threaten that. Although I really want to set my rocks up. I don't know what this thing... this is the second time I've forgotten what a Pokemon does that's right in front of me. But I don't know what kind of utility moves this thing has, so I'll just teleport out. Apple Acid, okay. Good amount of chips, so it sucks that I have to take that, but now I get to click buttons, which is wonderful. Brick Break's mostly here if the opponent has like Heatran or something, but it would also be nice for Aggron. I really just want to click Player Up. It should do a good chunk to anything on their team, and yep, Excadrill would have been a part of that, and Gliscor most definitely is as well. Now it is definitely faster than me, which really sucks. I think this is another situation where Claydol's pretty good, actually. Could have Knock, though, which would absolutely destroy that thing, and I don't really want to risk that, and... I don't know if he... Oh, interesting. I don't know if he has this as his rocker, or Aggron, or maybe Lycanroc. I don't think he has Excadrill or Lycanroc as his Hazard setter. So I think I just get to click U-turn here as he goes Lycanroc. Greninja should be faster than that, and it should be fine to scare him out, set spikes. He could have Drill Run, so I'm not going to be aggressive with Mawile. That Pokemon is very important. So yeah, I'm gonna go Greninja and set a spike, expecting him to swap, because this thing is really... what was I even trying to say there? This thing looks like a pretty good late game win con, but yeah, he has Feeny, which... I had thought this through earlier, but I had kind of forgotten why, so I didn't notice he had Feeny on his team, honestly. I get to go Blissey here. He could have Taunt, which would... Okay, Calm Mind. That's kind of a problem. But Haxorus outspeeds, and I think Feral moves are strong against it. Yes, I'm correct. Okay, so I could have stayed in and clicked Thunder Wave had I expected that to be the Defogger, but I don't know. Wasn't really expecting it to be, especially after a Calm Mind. So I can click my Feral-type Hyper Fang. Aggron is his Resist, which he might go out to, but I'd rather just play the safe play. I don't really mind Aggron coming in because I have a bunch of stuff to deal with it. Most notably, Corviknight should be okay at that, unless he's like Choice Band Thunder Punch or something, which he might be. He's not healing from leftovers, so that probably does not mean utility set. Let's just see what happens. Oh, he's Mega. That makes sense. And he's Curse. This might seem really stupid, but I kind of want to soften him up with Brave Bird. I'm going to Calc, actually. Okay, so that's a problem. I don't do that much to it with Hydro Pump, because Greninja does not have the highest special attack stat. So I'm going to try to go for the burn with Scorching Sands on Claydol. And I did get my Scald last game, so hopefully I'll get it here. You might not want to risk this. That is unfortunate, but... You know, if I Scorching Sands here... You know, Corviknight deals with Lycanroc fine, and most of the other stuff that Claydol would deal with okay. So I click Scorching Sands here, and... Okay. Burn. Cool. I don't have any better status I'd want to hit it with, because I don't have any poison spreaders on the team. I think I'm fine to just go Blissey and teleport out into something. And by something I mean Mawile, because nothing he has really wants to switch into that. Leech Seed, that is fine by me. So I just get to go out immediately. Oh, someone pinged me in the lobby. So you guys probably all see that. I'm gonna check. Yeah, you do. Tempted to check from my phone, but I just want to focus on this. So I don't think Gliscor would live a knockoff. Yeah, no, it wouldn't. Excadrill would hate it. There's no way that Aggron is faster than me, and I could just knock off into Brick Break on it, see how much damage that does. Basically, anything else would hate a knockoff, so I'm gonna click that. And yeah, had a feeling, Ooh, that was great. Kinda had a feeling he'd be knock with Let me try to rephrase myself. Had a feeling that he would go Excadrill fearing a Play Rough, and Nock would cover that. And so, yeah, I also noticed that is a good thing that I did not try to Hydro Pump with Greninja. Out comes Lycanroc, and this probably does have Drill Run. Which means I'm just gonna go Corviknight. Playing the lame game, but that's okay. And he is Jaw Lock. That did a lot of damage. And he is Life Orb, so I'm going to Roost. Please don't punch me. I am going to Roost. Thank you. That is awful, man. I'm so glad he didn't double flinch me there, because it could have easily happened knowing me. Oh my god. Please, let me live. I'm going to die from this either way. It's just going to happen, I know. I know my stupid luck. I'm gonna U-turn. Come on! Please. Do not let this thing die. I do not want it to die. On the bright side, this thing jaw-locking itself in means that Claydol doesn't really have that much it needs to check, so I can use it to maybe check Gliscor if he has one attack, which I would doubt, or to come in on Aggron. Okay, I'm fine with being double flinched there because he's going to die. I should have probably roosted on the off chance he got a really low roll, but I doubt it mattered. I'm wondering what he goes here. I'm wondering what he's expecting me to go. Maybe Greninja, so he'd go Feeny in that case. Greninja or Mawile. And for that, Aggron would probably be best. I will go Claydol. Or Appleton. That's a thing too. Yeah, this thing's not a very reliable rocker. Doesn't tend to stay in for very long. From this one game, at least. Maybe it's different. Okay, Beach Seed again. I'm fine with getting Mawile. And I get to freely play rough, now that his Fairy Resist is gone. And Aggron can take a Brick Break after that, so... Unless Aggron just really doesn't take that much from this, which it very well could, that thing is a monster, I just get a free kill here, basically. And he chooses for that to be Appleton. Cool. Time to see if he's one attack. I don't mind sacking Claydol. Fortunately, I have Ice Beam, and that's... yeah, I'll teleport. To you. And it sucks that I am banded, and he has an Aggron. I doubt Hyper Fang two-shots it. But yeah, that is definitely gonna kill. This thing's a monster. I got Claydol here. It is unfortunate that I cannot burn him with Scorching Sands, but he might have Rest. Okay, yeah, so I get to freely go Greninja, and that should be it. I'm gonna go Dark Pulse so I don't have to risk a potential miss. I should be able to one-shot this from here, and yeah, that should be it. That is it. I'm glad I got to show Haxorus breaking through something, even if it did take a while to get there, because I really was able to play defensively with Corviknight and Blissey, and Claydol a little bit, but yeah. Alright, so last up, I'm playing Aquatic, and I forgot, is Basculin? Okay, so Basculin's Feral type in this mod, and Mega Slowbro is Food type, and it is also my Food type, which I'm not sure if that's his Mega. Articuno is my Feral type, for reasons I stated earlier. This thing I expect to be a lot better in this mod. You know, I'm really tempted to just lead Rillaboom and bait him into Ferrothorn, because I have a lure set that also deals with Heatran, assuming he's not a speed boosting nature, which he very well could be. I'll see what he does if he leads Landorus by any chance. I mean, I don't really have much better to do than teleport here. Okay, yeah, that's fine by me. And I go Rillaboom here. This is not a Pokemon that he's going to want to stay out against. I will Swords Dance, Unless it is something. Okay. Had I been banded Woodhammer, he would have been dead, but I guess he wasn't expecting me to for one reason or another. I don't know whether he's going to want to switch now that I'm boosted, but knockoff should be a good mid-round play either way, and that is unfortunate. But I'm going to go for this because that should be amazing for my psychics, and please do not do this to me. Now he knows I am Z-move, which might give away the fact that I am Z-fighting. Okay, I guess it didn't. Wonderful. So my Lele will have a significantly easier time, although it still has to deal with Heatran, which is unfortunate. And I don't have Grassy Glide, so if he wants to go something faster like that, then that sucks. Slowbro should be my answer to this. If he's banded, then that might be able to break me, and if he clicks U-turn, that sucks because... Oh, so this thing has a new ability called Ferocity that lowers my defense. I think it has a 1/3 chance to lower my defense. It's kind of like Poison Touch in that way. Yeah. Oh, so it's supposed to be only Feral type moves, so that ability is bugged. Either that or the description is bugged. Either way, I go hard Gliscor. If he knocks me off, then good play on his part. Sets rocks. Okay, cool. I don't know if my team even cares that much about rocks. It really sucks for Slowbro, but I see no reason not to defog. I don't. Masculine actually will suck. I can just go Slowbro out on that. So he goes Raptor. I will pivot out, because he might do the same. Or go for Tear Apart, which will not really do that. Interesting. I think I saw that happen earlier in a different game that I happened to witness, but I don't know. That's still a pretty cool interaction. I will go Lele. Actually, no, I won't. I'll go Ferrothorn. I doubt that this thing is Boots. But, actually, no, he is Boots, because Tear Apart leads me to believe that he's not Choice, because that's a pretty bad move to lock yourself into. I'm gonna go Slowbro. Okay. Might be Choice after all. But I really need this thing's typing to help against Basculin and Staraptor, because being a food type will make it weak to those Feral moves, and that would suck. I teleport out. That was a bad idea. Because if I was full parried that turn, then that would suck. Don't know what he swaps out to here, if anything. I'm gonna click Earthquake, because I've been pivoting around his stuff a lot. Like, he might just want to throw off an... Okay. I don't really mind if... Oh, he's Helmet, so I can wear that thing down if I need to. I will click Knockoff to potentially knock off either a Helmet or a Heatran Leftovers. That's a lot of chip damage, I really... I'll just go back up to Gliscor. And I will defog. You gonna go out to Slowbro or, like, Raptor? Or Basculin? That makes sense, too. Might have Crunch, which would suck for Slowbro, or Liquidation, which is fine. I will teleport. I really want to get one of my breakers in again, but this gives me that opportunity? No, it doesn't. I have Slowbro. Yes, I do have Slowbro, but I also have Rillaboom. I click Knock on this, don't I? Sucks that my Hazard Center hasn't really had much of a chance. I should have gone that in hindsight, so I can just bother all his pivoting around and just pressure him for me having momentum. I'll click Knock again. And he is indeed Boots and not Mega, which is cool. I get to go out to Slowbro again. This is going to be a slower game, so if you guys are ready for that. Tear Apart, I am immune to that. So I get to throw off a Scald. Nothing really wants to go into that. That is a big chunk of damage. Please burn. And that confirms that he is not choice, like I thought he might be. Probably Hyper Fang in his last slot, although he might be holding off on showing close combat so he can get Ferrothorn. Brave Bird will not kill from that range, so I'm going to slack off. Did a lot. Please don't full parrot here, that would suck. Wouldn't be a deal breaker, because I can get myself... Yeah, that actually really does suck, because he decided to go Basculin. Ferrothorn might be an okay answer. Really want to weaken that Heatran before I do anything with Lele. And possibly Slowbro, but that I can power through that if needed. That is fine by me. I can go Articuno actually, because I don't mind U-turn too badly, I don't think. I may, I'm just... %. I wish that killed. Yeah, that does a hefty chunk. Now he just goes this, which outspeeds me, and I threw this. What's the flip turn option, though? I just set up my Leech Seed on the... It helps against Slowbro. Can you please? I'm fine with that. Dude. Teleports now right as I Leech Seed, which is wonderful. I'm clicking Leech Seed again. Oh, that's superpower. Wonderful. Just wonderful. There goes my Rock Setter, which means I'm going to struggle to do much this game. I basically have to predict what he goes out to here. Landorus isn't much of a problem, but I can... Actually, that thing is weak to fighting. I can safely click Superpower here, and please do not... Thank you. It sucks, because now I have to go with Gliscor, and that takes a big chunk. Earthquake here. Good. What? I forgot about the terrain. I heal from this. Raptor comes out, that is fine. Probably clicks Terra Park here. But on the bright side, I click a Psychic move and nothing wants to take it with Lele. Getting Gliscor weaker than I would hope, but it'll have to do. See, if I had Rocks up, I'd be able to click T-Bolt and probably win. But that's not how things turned out. Because no Scarf was revealed, I got to click Psychic freely. I go out to Slowbro, because that doesn't really do much to me. Here's the cool thing about being paralyzed. I have Switch Initiative, assuming I don't get full parried, which... That's gonna happen. I get Switch Initiative if we both teleport. So that's fun. So I get to teleport out to Rillaboom. I don't know if +2 Glide kills, which means it probably doesn't. It sucks because if I boost... It's basically... Does he decide to stay in? I'll click... Okay. Okay. Heatran comes out here and heals a lot. That sucks. I might live a Magma Storm? I don't know. I'll check. Yeah, stupid idea, so no matter what, I don't live a Magma Storm. I don't know. I'll check how much Magma Storm did to Gliscor. It did extremely little to Slowbro, so I should be fine to go that regardless. Wonderful, I missed. Slack off here. Oh. I Scald here now. Good damage. Another Magma Storm does not kill. So, please do not full para. I want to scald something. So that's wonderful. Lele is in a much better position now. Actually, Slowbro was the problem, so that is a lie. I might sack Rillaboom here because I don't really need it. And I'm free to click Grassy Glide. No chip from Life Orb leads me to believe you are choice locked. And it would not surprise me if that was abandoned. Okay, please let me glide. Man, dude! I do not like paralysis. That sucks so bad. That sucks. I'm just gonna need to try my best to chip down Slowbro and then get Lele to do its thing. Or find an opportunity. Please don't put... Thank you. So I Scald here. Might not even be Slack Off. But probably is. I don't know what other last they'd have. I might just honestly skip from this point to the point where something actually happens, because it's clear to me that this will take a while. Okay, so he ended up teleporting out to Landers. I'm Fizdef. I highly doubt that an Earthquake two-shots me. Yeah. Dude. Does this game have to put me in this position? Like, does it have to? Come on. Clyde scores a sack either way, I don't care. It'd be wonderful if he goes Slowbro, but if he goes Basculin, I also don't care. You might expect me to go immediately back to Slowbro. Or not. I am disappointed. I'll just go Lele and scare this. I wish that I could kill Landorus. I probably should have gone for Scald had I had the chance. Oh, so it's Scarf. Unfortunately, I cannot go back to Slowbro, because I will lose. And yeah, typical of me, I would get full parrot there. I'm just gonna forfeit, man. I'm not happy. Yeah, in hindsight, in such a slow-paced game, I was bound to have something happen to me with the pair-up, but it happened a lot on crucial turns. And I normally look at RNG with the mindset that if you play well enough, then you could bypass most of it, even if not all of it. But that, after the first game, and the repeated wearing down over time with that last game was just not fun. It felt like it was all on crucial turns. Maybe if it happened on every other turn, it'd look crucial in that context, but it just really seemed to suck here. Otherwise, that's going to be about it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, feel free to like and subscribe, and leave a comment. I did mention last video as well, so I'm not going to make a big announcement over it, but if you leave me a question in the comments, once I hit 100 subscribers, I'm going to do a Q&A thing, and I'll be answering all of the comments I get with questions in them. Either way, see you guys then.